Oh man, this is tighter on my foot. Hello, listeners. This is Bus Banter with Disciple. Today, we have a very exciting episode with our friends from the Procast. Guys, would you like to go around and introduce yourselves one at a time? Start with you, Sarge. You're holding the mic.
Wait, no, we don't do that. We always do it all at once.
Okay, go.
I'm Sarge from the Protest. I play guitar.
I sing sometimes.
I'm the best. Which was the front? Like, which way? This way?
That's the way. You got it.
Okay.
That's the way.
Yep.
The way it says AKG, yeah. For all you listeners out there, that is
AK.
Audio Configuration Garment. Now, if all of you couldn't understand all 5 of those, just rewind and listen to it a lot. No, I'm kidding, for real.
Yeah.
Who are you?
My name is Josh Bramlett. I'm the lead vocalist.
What was that?
I'm TJ Caldwell. I play guitar.
I'm Jared Bramlett. I play the drums.
I'm Adam, aka Sarge. I play lead guitar.
What's your last name?
I don't have one.
I'm Jesse Hardick and I play bass.
There you have it.
What kind of language is that? Like one of those village dialects off in South America
Well, no, like
somewhere where they actually use the throat sound?
Kevin.
Yeah.
You're a Star Wars fan. You should know.
I know. Is it like the clicking?
It's
My name is Adam.
It is a dialect from Tatooine.
Yes.
And it's in a region not many people go there, and it's just
It's far, far away.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Was it a long time ago?
Far, far away.
And it happens to be in a galaxy.
time ago.
I see.
far away.
I'd like to give a
Long
Star Wars
time ago.
update from Joey himself. I have officially watched episode 4 all the way through without falling asleep. And I have made it halfway through episode 5. I didn't give up because I was bored. I gave up because legitimately I was so tired that I couldn't finish it. So it's pretty good so far. I'm not gonna lie.
He was so tired of awesome movies that he had to go to bed.
Yeah.
We have been watching them. We haven't watched Return of the Jedi yet, I don't think, up here yet.
Nope. I got to finish episode 5 before you do that.
That's probably true, for continuity's sake.
We have an entire ride home to make this happen.
A very long ride home. In fact, we are in Alamo Gordo, New Mexico tonight.
Yeah.
Which means Fat Alamo in Spanish.
I did not
Fat
know that.
Cottonwood? Is that what you said? Some lady, all right, we have a unconfirmed source that it is actually Fat Cottonwood.
Well, I was asking some guy today, and he said, "Oh, do you play small towns like this often?" And I said, "Alamogordo's a small town."
Yeah, that's
And he was like, "Hey, there's only 32,000 people here." And I was like, "But it's the Big Alamo."
Yeah.
Doesn't that's a little deceptive, New Mexico? That's all I'm saying.
You would think that it would be Alamo Poquito if it was a small town.
Me, Andrew, and Josiah visited the Space Museum here today and found out that this is the first place that they ever set off an atomic bomb. It was the testing. So that's probably why there's nothing here.
More important than that,
There's nothing.
Transformers was filmed here. And,
there you go.
I mean, I'd say that's more important than all the other things.
Transformers was filmed here, but the first one. So we're all gonna go take radiation baths when we get out of here.
So you said this is the first, testing for the A-bomb?
That's right.
Okay, so there's
Manhattan Project.
Yep.
so there's not
A
going to
stands
be.
for atomic, if you didn't know that.
I did not. Thank you for enlightening me there.
Actually,
So you're
it
saying-
stands for Adam.
Guys, let me get this joke out. Okay, so basically you're saying there's not going to be any people here tonight because... All right, we're going to edit that one out.
Sorry. We ruined the timing on that one. I'm sorry.
really
I'll make it
forced
funny. I'll add some laughter.
Okay, some
after all this.
applause.
So, yeah.
Give me some of that.
Actually, can everyone just laugh really quick so I can edit it in?
Okay.
What a great joke, Adam. You're hilarious.
That one a lot. I like that. I like that one.
Something I thought of when you were introducing yourselves. Jerub here has an unfortunate situation because your last name begins with the same sound as the end of your first name.
Yes, yeah.
So Jera Bramlett.
Jera.
It sounds like Jera.
Yeah.
But it is Jerub, which is a very cool name. And actually, when I went to tag you on Instagram the other day for something, you were the first Jerub like when I searched Jereb, you were the first one.
I've only met one other Jereb, and it was on this tour, actually.
Are you serious?
I mean, did your mind explode?
Yep, it was at an In-N-Out Burger.
Are you guys friends?
It's spelled different. It's Jerib with an I, but
Well, that's just stupid.
it's not the same.
It's not the same.
I really wasn't sure where you were going with that. I was just like, what are you going to say? So Jared, he's got this unfortunate thing happening. You know, yeah, like everything that just went through my mind is probably not allowed to be said. He's got this unfortunate thing happening. He has this growth coming out of his neck that...
Oh, that is true. That is true. Oh my God. It's so angry.
All right, you guys can't see what just happened, but he has a serious tumor in his neck that is protruding. It's actually an Adam's apple. Wait, isn't your name Adam?
Yes.
Okay, it's
Why is your apple in his...
I don't know. Like, I've been looking for that thing.
yeah.
It's a Granny Smith.
Golden delicious myself.
Yeah,
That's all right.
Well,
That's
yeah.
all right. Well,
Fiji,
yeah.
Fiji, Fiji. Those are good.
What are some other apples, guys?
Honey
Gala.
Crisp. Honey Crisp is the best.
Nice.
Pink ladies. Pink ladies.
Pink ladies.
I only eat the genetically modified ones myself.
Oh,
Those
do
are-
you?
Yeah.
Do you?
It's for taste, guys. It's for taste.
Explains a lot.
Yeah. Speaking of taste, I don't know. We just had some good dinner. Actually, it's Kevin's favorite meal for dinner. We had meatloaf.
Really?
Right.
Yeah.
And
I would do anything for meatloaf. No.
Okay, sorry.
Loaf. Oh, that's good. I never thought of that.
Well, I didn't know you were gonna go there, man. Let's try it again. And I would do anything. Come on, sing.
I'm saving it for the show tonight.
Sing.
I
Okay.
appreciate it, though.
I was trying to do a PA6.
Let's talk about the other day we did some personality tests. And my personality is the type of personality that will start things up. You know, just randomly start things up. The instigator. I will start things.
I could see that.
So the other night I instigated a dance circle with the protest. We were waiting for like a VIP meet and greet, and so I just said gather around, and I kicked off a dance, like a little dance circle where we all, you know, and everybody's clapping, and you get done, and then you point to the next person to get in the dance circle.
It was awesome.
was playing some great house music.
Yes, and so so Adam, aka Sarge, definitely conquered all of us with his Tommy Boy impression when he came in. Yes,
It felt right. It felt right.
So I wasn't familiar. I knew it was familiar what he was doing, but I couldn't place it. So I asked him where that was from. He said it was from Tommy Boy. It's like where we were asking Adam to get in the circle and dance, and he was like, no, I can't. And then just says okay, and then jumps in, and then busts moves like better than everybody else in the history of dancing.
It felt right.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
Jesse, what'd you think?
Felt right.
Awesome. Awesome.
I'll remember it for the rest of my life.
Oh, Kevin, that means a
I
lot.
also remember watching the UFC fight up here with you guys.
Oh.
You guys shared
My
a very
goodness.
special moment, something that none of us ever thought would happen in the history of the universe. That Ronda Rousey would not just lose, but lose in such a dominating fashion.
I was terrified. She got lit
Oh,
up.
should I hold on? Maybe you should put spoiler alert.
yeah.
You know, right?
Oh yeah. Can we edit? Yeah.
Spoiler alert. So we watched this fight together, and so the protest was up on the bus with us, and starting from whenever they were, you know, introducing, and the ref was doing the rules, and they were supposed to touch gloves, and Ronda didn't touch gloves.
She wanted no part of that.
At that moment, there was so much emotion and
Oh, yeah.
energy on this bus.
I was crying.
I bet this bus got up to about 110 decibels.
Definite decibel. Was Micah sleeping? Probably.
I don't think he was
Didn't
here. I think
matter.
he was at a hotel.
Didn't matter.
It
Like,
didn't matter.
I think he was at a hotel. We may have called
Burping and
Rhonda a
stuff.
bad word whenever she didn't touch gloves.
Yeah.
I may have said it. By we, I mean me. I may have called her a bad word.
Did you bring us into
Three
that?
times.
I may have called her a bad word 3 times. Well, Pastor Sean was standing right next to me. And I was like,
he's right
sorry,
there to
Pastor.
forgive you. He was right there to
Sorry,
to
Pastor.
forgive
She
you.
was just being really mean, and I needed to tell her about it.
Yep. Instant forgiveness.
Yeah. What did I call her? Yeah.
Rahab. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rahab? She's actually a descendant of Jesus, so that would be a compliment. But anyway.
Bible burn.
Jesus juke.
Jesus.
Bible burn. That was amazing. That was amazing. Anyway, so we literally watched that fight over and over after it's over on the DVR.
Oh yeah, like because I mean the Disciple bus has spaceship technology. Did you know that you can get cable on a bus? That is incredible.
Well, it's a big long cable that we stuck out the back of the bus.
Plugged in Nashville.
Yeah.
really,
Yeah. So
like, wow, that's
it just hangs out the back of the bus. You got to be careful though, because you can get tangled up in
Is it all one? Is it all one cord?
It's all in one cord.
Are you
We do have
kidding
one
me?
extender. Right now it's probably in Missouri somewhere.
Yeah.
It's connecting to them.
You guys
Right.
think this bus is cool? You've never seen anything like our bus.
Tell us about your bus. Well, first of all, what's its name?
Its name is the Great White Buffalo. Its predecessor was the White Stallion, and if
Wow.
we ever get a bus, like this one, we might name it Falcor. Like on.
I was about to say, it probably has to be white Falcor.
Yes, yes.
You guys are so prejudiced with your bus selection.
I mean, we've been known to do that. But
What's your bus called? Like
Phyllis.
Oh, I thought it'd be like a bantha.
No, she was our favorite character from The Office. So.
Oh, okay.
Is that why that? Oh, okay. I was like, I'm pretty sure this bus predates The
I feel like
Office.
the fans named this bus. Like, we didn't really.
Do you know why?
do we?
Because it's a Prevost, and I have a thing about naming my vehicles after the first letter of the brand of.
It's a good
car.
system.
Even though
I did not know
the
this.
sound of Phyllis isn't the same starting sound, just the same first letter.
We could potentially
Prevost.
change it to Priscilla, but actually Priscilla and Tabitha are up here on the bus right now, and they may get offended if we name the bus after them. They may feel like that's a slight, or maybe they would feel honored. We could literally change the name of the bus from Phyllis to Priscilla, because see, here's the cool thing: if it's Priscilla, then it could be Priscilla Prevost,
See, that is cool.
right? Priscilla Prevost. You like that?
It's very good and alliterative. I like it.
the protest starts with a P. I thought maybe you guys could throw that in the mix.
Yeah,
maybe?
see, no, because
Change it to Priscilla while the protests.
yeah, what?
on the Prevost.
Wow, sorry about that, guys.
Oh, that's fine.
All right, but
Well, let me ask Priscilla right now. What do you think?
I'm open to it.
You're open to it? You'd be okay?
We need
You
to
wouldn't
drop
you wouldn't
contract.
take it as you wouldn't get offended?
I'd ask for
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
You would? Okay.
These are our friends.
Loyalties or royalties? Royalties? Because you have our loyalties. Okay.
Kevin is speaking to our friends Priscilla and Tabitha, who are longtime friends of mine personally and of the band, and they are visiting us, hanging out. So just so you are aware, it's not just made up people. Yeah, they're awesome.
Hey!
They drove 8 hours from Dallas to see this show.
They're totally not real and fictitious, and we make them up and just have, random conversations.
Guys,
with
I
them.
promise we have tons of fans. They're on the bus.
Are we like officially changing the name on this podcast?
This might be the ceremony.
Priscilla's much better anyway.
It really
Yeah.
is.
It's true.
Dude, let's friggin' raise
Maybe-
a glass of coffee. to
Hey,
this.
maybe she'll act better. Maybe she might actually
she's
like
probably-
perk up,
she's probably- She's probably infuriated by her name. She might.
Yeah, she could
might
be.
be better.
I think that's
It's possible.
probably a good point.
So back to the original topic. Tell us about the Great White Buffalo.
Oh, forgot about that.
She's a gentle beast, and we caught her roaming through the Great Plains in Montana.
All right.
Yeah, we had a wrangler. She definitely put up a good fight, but
But she had like 180,000 miles on her, so it wasn't
Yeah.
too bad to take her down.
Ladies and gentlemen, now welcoming Mr. Andrew Stanton to the podcast.
Yeah.
He's the best person of all time.
Yeah, he was busy doing some good work for the band, and he's late, but better late than never.
That's right. Mr. Andrew P. Standen.
Sup? What does P stand for?
He pees standing. Yes, that's it.
I actually know his middle name. May I? May I? May I?
It is protest.
Oh.
Yeah, go for
Will you lie to me?
Go for it.
It is Philip. Or Philip.
It's Philippe. It's actually Philippe, the French.
It is.
The French
It's
pronunciation.
pronounced Penelope. Oh, nope, it's Philip. No, that look.
You got it.
So we officially changed the name of our bus.
We officially changed the name of our bus
Yeah. Would you like to hear?
to the Banter Mobile.
Wow, that's pretty good. I think we would need a few more subscribers to merit a name like that.
I know.
Tell your friends.
Yeah.
Whoa, what?
Sorry?
Yeah, no, we may have just changed it to Priscilla Prevost.
Wow. Does that have something to do with?
Not a thing.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
But we were actually just learning about the Protests bus, which is the Great White Buffalo.
let's get back to that topic. Continue telling us about
Yes.
your bus.
It's going to take
As
30 minutes.
we were, yes. It was in the Great Plains. Yeah. If we have any Pokemon fans, like we had to
We do.
really wear her down, you know.
Is it a
really.
bus or a plane? I know it's great.
No,
but-
it was a bus in a plane.
Okay.
Once over.
I got it.
It's got to be your bull. So so we really wore it down. Had to throw a great ball.
Is that all? Just a great ball?
Yeah, I mean, we wore it down pretty good. That's
That's
all I'm
pretty
gonna
good.
say.
Do you
So-
have it paralyzed too? This is
Oh, yeah.
this is all Pokemon jokes, by the way, guys.
There's a lot of burnage going on. Yeah, so it was good. It was a good battle, and you know, I think she really respects us now.
Have y'all sung that on the podcast before?
Oh, we got to get to that. Well, actually, this is perfect timing to do that. At the end. Yeah, we'll get to that. That's perfect. Be a great closer.
I think I've heard it. What's going on?
Anyway, you guys built it out, right?
Yeah.
We took the seats out. We definitely took all the seats out. And
Well, that counts.
Just tore it out.
That's about it.
Yeah, it's just a big empty room.
Yeah, we changed the oil.
You right roll.
I put gas in once, I think.
That's
one time.
good idea.
It's a diesel.
Yeah.
Oh, bad idea.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. That's why I had all those issues.
Yeah.
It could be called the decent white buffalo still.
No, actually, I really dig your guys' setup because you don't travel with a trailer, which is uncommon for most bands.
You do not dig our setup until you have experienced it.
I'm sure you save a lot of.
Hey, and then he'll dig it even more, is what you're saying? Once he then he'll really dig it.
Come stay the night. I dare you.
Invitation accepted.
Okay.
We go
Thank
four-
you.
When we park, you know, we make one giant bed, and we're 4 wide on top, and then one guy goes in the we call him the cellar dweller, and he's the guy that sleeps under the bed.
Very
so
nice.
you know, I think we could add a 6th guy. And,
Okay.
You know, it'd be really like sardines then.
How tall are you?
It depends on metric system, or are we just? I mean, I don't know.
I've got nothing.
Yeah, I can't just throw a number out. What's wrong with you?
He weighs 2 stones.
Right. Wait. So really, that's how it is. I thought it was individual bunks. It's not.
No.
Okay. So 4 on top.
It's a community bunk.
That's kind of cool, though. It makes you see. I bet you guys are way closer than we are.
We're all about unity.
we were.
You're all
maybe to a
Unix. Is that
fault.
what you said?
What?
Nothing.
I could make. This could be weird, but this is how we are. Like we're so close, and maybe it's because of the bus. But like even if we go to a hotel and there's 2 hotel rooms, we sometimes just stay in one
Oh
because
man.
we're friends, you know.
Wow.
And we just want to giggle at night and laugh until we fall asleep.
Wow.
You know?
That has
We
never
just lost
been
so many
a desire
fans.
of mine. If there's an open bed,
Something we have to do every night though. If we are in the same room, for some reason I don't know who started this, but before we go to bed, one of us has to say, "Hey Brian," and then we wait until everyone else says, "Hey Brian," and then we just go to sleep.
Are you serious?
Yep.
totally
Every night.
Is that a Family Guy joke?
I guess so.
Very good. Very good. Josiah.
Wow, that's pretty
Very
amazing.
good
And
for
then
you,
there's
man.
nothing else after that. Just each of you says that, and then you just go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that we were close with each other until this conversation. Because I have no desire to do any of that with any of you.
Yeah. I would have said that we were like an 8 or a 9. Now I'm like, we're a 4.
Like, yeah, we don't even like each other.
Yeah, I noticed that we stopped saying good night and good morning to each other.
Oh, that's
Which well, wait, it's not that
Let me
sad
finish-
because
let him finish his
we
sentence.
saw each other last before bed at 4 a.m. and then at noon.
Hey, wait, hold on.
And there's no need to transition.
Do you guys use the L word with each other? Do you say I love you to each other?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, you win. You win.
Man.
I know.
You guys don't?
No, we do. Yeah, we absolutely do.
Well, if you had said no, we would have been like, oh, we do that.
Yeah, I was trying to one up you, but that's all I got.
What is the L word?
It's actually libertarian.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Okay.
Yeah, see, we're not that close.
We've been using that one a lot with the debates on, right? You guys into politics?
Right.
Any politically persons?
Wow. Words are hard.
Actually, you would be surprised, but Jared, our drummer, he is very politically charged. Jared, where do you stand? Who are you voting for?
He's actually sitting.
Mike Huckabee.
Mike Huckabee.
All right, all right.
I think
be
I
your
said. I
Huckabee.
think I threw his name out in the last podcast. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Fist bump. There you go. We have no
did you guys see that
chance in
home?
Hades,
All
but
right.
thank you. It's good.
I'll be a Huckabee.
Is Hulk Hogan still running? Is he? Is he still running? 'Cause I think
He's running from some political activists.
He actually died. He died.
Yeah, his reputation died.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh.
Yeah, it did.
Got kicked out of
Yeah.
WWE. It's a sad day.
Oh yeah. Let's not get into that.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
No,
Okay.
let's get into
well,
it. Why not?
Oh, you really want
Hulk
to talk
Hogan's
about that?
life matters.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's true. What did he said something racist?
Yeah. I don't
He
know
did
what he
something
said.
bad, and he got kicked out. That's all I know.
Now, when you say kicked out, you mean like he can't fight anymore? Well, was he still fighting anyway? No.
Well, he was still
he,
part. He was still part of the company,
Oh,
and he was
okay.
actually he was a
He was
judge.
on a Legends contract.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
For those of you who don't know what a Legends contract is,
Me?
Contract for Legends.
it's pretty much when you just if you're a legend, you sign the contract,
Yeah.
and you just show up at a couple pay-per-views a year, maybe come and do a guest panel thing, and that's pretty much your responsibility.
Do one match
can
every
he-
10 years.
Nerd Bell by Joey West. Very good.
And
like
if you
that.
don't know what a legend is, it's the thing at the bottom of the map that tells you what means what.
It just got interesting.
I am legend, everybody.
He is a map. That's a fake laugh, Josiah.
Everyone says that when I laugh.
No.
Yeah.
Not all the time.
It's
just,
not.
Just that one.
My whole life, though, people have
Just
been
that
like,
one.
you laugh fake.
That one. Just that particular time.
Roll it back. Roll it back. See, that one was fake.
See, that was a real one.
Roll it back. Ursher, make your booty go. Okay. What?
Whoa. Pirate booties we're talking about.
Wait, sorry.
Treasure chests.
Yeah, the lyrics are take that and rewind it.
There it is. Yeah.
What did you say?
I was just reaching.
Take that and roll it back.
Yeah, I was just reaching.
You're so hip, man.
about
sorry,
the,
guys.
So hip, so new.
That was so
The
ludicrous.
VHS industry, you know.
Put it in your
you know,
VCR
rewind it back.
You kind rewind.
Absolutely, guys.
It still
Yes,
matters.
You are supposed to rewind the VHS tape before you return it.
No, see,
Yes.
just out of the kindness of my heart, I rewind the DVDs when I return them.
That is awesome.
I'm a creature of habit. I didn't want to do something new.
How long does that take?
Well, it depends on how many scenes there are.
So you actually, you know, it doesn't count if you go by chapters. You gotta get it on the scroll. You gotta L2 if you're watching on a PlayStation. Hold it. You watch the DVDs on a Wii? I don't think that's possible. Unless you have a mini DVD.
Yeah.
The future has arrived.
Oh, a WeVD.
Good.
Did you guys ever do Laserdisc? Did you guys ever get into that?
No, I'm sorry. We grew up poor. I apologize. We couldn't afford a Laserdisc.
Is that like
Well, I
Laser
didn't
Tag?
either. I was just asking.
Oh,
Wait, you didn't grow up poor?
I grew up. I grew up. That was it.
okay. This is
grew
where I
up.
wish that the podcast was filmed because Sarge's faces are the funniest thing. I mean, just naturally.
gosh,
Like,
is that-
I just look at you and laugh.
Okay, see, this is the last time I'm going to be on this bus. You know what? You were a hero of mine.
I'm sorry. I dedicated a song to you last night.
I know I was flipping out.
Okay, no, seriously, what I was actually saying was
That I'm
your
ugly,
facial expressions
that I'm
whenever
ugly,
you make a
I'm
joke
horrible, you don't like me.
are actually part of the humor of your delivery and your timing and your comedic value. You're not just delivering, comedic gold. You're also like your face is there too to deliver the punchline.
So should I try out for Abercrombie and Fitch and stuff?
Yeah, dude. You've got resting model face.
Yeah.
Realistic model face.
Do they hire a lot of funny-faced people? Is that their thing?
You genuinely are between
Disciple was my favorite band, and now they're my mortal enemies.
You're genuinely between a mad face and a laughter face constantly. I don't think you know how to do medium face.
A medium face? No one knows what that is, Kevin.
I will say, one of our big calling cards are his expressions on the stage.
Absolutely.
People know that he's having a great time, and
Yeah, he's
that's
kind of
good.
sinister looking. I love it.
See,
It's a good thing.
We've talked about it.
Sinister's a good thing.
We've talked about it on the bus several times. Love watching y'all play. Watching your show. Is that okay? I'll stop.
Sarge. You. What? No, no.
Guys,
well,
whoa,
it's like you were gonna say something, and then we.
No, I love you guys.
Don't use the L word around here.
The end.
What? You're gonna edit that?
Nice. No, this is cool because it's our first time touring together, and we've met a few times before this tour.
They actually, I remember Jared in particular because he's, Mr. Rockstar.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, came to shows way back in 2010 or 2008? All the way back 2008, right?
Yeah, 2008 for sure.
So that was the first Disciple experience back then.
Yep.
And been coming to shows as fans and now touring together. So that's a cool thing for
That's
us,
awesome,
actually.
yeah.
Really cool thing for us.
We
Because so many people come up that are in a band, and say, we'd love to play with you guys one day. And I did the exact same thing and have been able to play with, some of my heroes, that I got to meet, before Disciples, whatever. So I think it's a cool thing. Not that we're your hero or whatever, but just, I'm saying that my heroes, you liked us enough to come watch us play.
You're saying we're your heroes?
You are now my hero.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I will
I'll
say,
make a separate MP3 of that just
I will
for you.
say, there was one very magical moment, and I'm gonna get real. When we were
Please
watching
don't.
the fight, okay, and Home just totally annihilates her, spoiler alert, and we all get up, and I'm looking around, and everything's in slow motion, man. We're all screaming. Kevin's crying. Everyone's just tears are streaming, and I thought to myself, wow. I used to watch these guys play. Now I'm on their bus watching women fight, and I've never dreamed of anything more than that in my life.
Yeah, man. America. Didn't see that coming, did ya?
That's good. That's really cool.
Life is crazy.
No,
I can't believe that women's fighting. I mean, because
Women's fighting.
I can't believe that it's like as cool as it is because. As bad as and as sexist as what I'm about to say sounds, it's just like, women are just naturally prettier than men. And so for them to like beat the snot out of each other just seems incorrect on so many levels.
True.
But it's actually a really cool thing, I mean, it's like
They are violent.
it's really awesome.
They're violent.
Like, and they're really, really good fighters and they're really good at hurting each other. And
Yeah.
it's very entertaining.
Yeah. Well
It's
said.
it's not just people. They don't just give them a purse and let them slap each other with the purse.
Oh my gosh.
Like a YouTube video.
It's not like self-defense class,
Wow. Every female Disciple fan is unsubscribing right now.
Guys, no.
They're burning their Disciple MP3s.
to a disc.
Yeah, to a new
to give
CD.
to their friends.
Yeah. No, they're burning it to a CD so they can burn the CD.
But I'm actually really excited about Holly Holm. Because there's been so many arrogant champions in the UFC. So many just trash talking, smash mouth. Tweeting. Like Anderson Silva for me. Whenever if
Oh
you
my
remember
gosh. Do I?
the fight where he was taunting the guy, I can't think of his name, Damian Maia, where he was taunting Damian Maia and he was just like pointing at him and clapping and just saying, "Come on, get up," and just making fun of him the entire time. I was like, that's just, I hate that. Worst anything. Like, get in there and fight the guy, whatever. It's not bullying class. It's fight,
He
whatever.
played around and he paid the ultimate price.
Well, and then with Weidman, he started doing the same thing. Got whatever. And Rhonda, God bless her, she was amazing, awesome talent, great fighter, whatever. But she, the weigh-ins and the things that she tweeted that I can't repeat
horrible.
in this podcast, and then not touching gloves. It's just like I know that that kind of champion is more popular. That kind of champion gets, the headlines and gets people to buy the pay-per-views. But it's nice to see, and a quote-unquote nice person, Christian person, humble person be the champion. I know they're not as flashy. I know they're not as exciting, but I'm very happy to see a good champion in Holly Holm. There you go.
I know this isn't UFC related, but it's fighting related, boxing. Do you think we'll ever see the downfall of Floyd Mayweather?
We may, whether or not he ever loses or not.
He's retiring. He announced he's retiring, I think.
No way.
I think he's 49-0, and as I understand, he is retiring, and he is tied with the record for.
Or did he tie it?
I think he has tied it. As I understand it, don't hold me to it, but I guess he won't go for one more fight.
Why wouldn't you go for one more A to get to 50 and B to get the record?
Well, I was laying in my bunk last night watching Floyd highlights and stuff and his trash talk and everything, and nothing in this life has made me more frustrated than watching that.
Right.
I wanna see him get his block knocked off.
His business. And if you're listening, Floyd,
I'm coming for you.
My address is no. No, but he's made a career out of being a really good boxer, and he's transitioned slowly into being a really good trash talker and a really good tire. Because the fight with Pacquiao, the fight with Pacquiao was like so lame, right? Like, has anyone talked about it half as much as any of the UFC fights from the last year?
All the money back.
Exactly. How much people want their Floyd money back, Mayweather?
Dude, the one thing I noticed in all of his fights, though, is, like, he gets, like, if somebody gets a good shot on him, like, he might have just got hit in the face so hard, but he'll just sit there and smile and laugh, like, as he gets hit, and I'm just like...
Yeah, I mean, you don't get to be 49-0 without being an amazing talent, but his personality and, like, I'm not surprised at all that he's retiring at the moment of,
I think he's on LSD.
Gonna go out undefeated, go out, like, he's not gonna risk going out on a losing note, right?
I think the only guys that can beat him, Ivan Drago and Clubber Lang. I think they have a good shot.
Those would be good.
Yeah.
I would love to see another Clubber Lang fight.
Oh. Who wouldn't?
Yeah.
Jesse's
I pity myself for not being able to see another Clubber Lang fight. Anyway. Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was worth an applause.
Thank you very much. Everybody listening to this podcast is like, I don't know what's going on right now.
I'll fly in that one from earlier that we got.
Yeah, there you go.
That was a good one.
That was a Rocky 3 throwback pun.
Yeah.
To get serious with you guys for a second, not everybody has to answer, but whoever... is there a cool story that you could share from the road of how God's done something amazing in someone's life that was a Protest fan listener? Or is there a testimony that you guys have about your life? Whichever one you think is more interesting to talk about, or you can talk about both or whatever.
I got one, and then if you guys have them, just grab it from me. One time we were supposed to play a show. Play it. I need some inspirational music.
He's giving you some he's giving you some guitar as you give this.
Dude, that totally works though. Does it not?
This is Joey West playing guitar for the first time in his life. Sorry, go ahead.
Is it? Gosh. But
okay, let him.
We're gonna be laughing the whole time.
Joey's about ready.
Dude, I thought it was getting serious in here. I was like, guys, there we go.
I love it.
God, in our short career so far, I should say career, not career. God's done.
When did the band start? Sorry.
Oh yeah. We really started actively going for it like 2009.
Cool.
So throughout our career, God has done so many amazing things. It's hard to count, but I think one that really sticks with me. We had a show in Dallas. It had been booked for months. The promoter calls me like a couple days before we're supposed to be there, and he just said, "Listen, man, I don't really want to do the show anymore. I got to move all this stuff, or and
he was trying to back out.
Yeah, and but it was totally cool, and but I'm not gonna lie, I was a little mad because so far we had a great track record, like no one canceled on us, and I was huffy and puffy. I was so mad. I just didn't understand why this couldn't work. That's less money, that's less people to play for, all this stuff. I was mad. The day before, we played at a church in Oklahoma. The youth pastor there, stricken with a terrible illness, and while we were there, he was in the hospital. He had lost like 100 pounds. This whole community really rallied around him, and just his family and all these kids were great, and they loved him so much. And because that Dallas show got canceled, we were able to go to the hospital and pray with him and talk to him and encourage him. And like, he couldn't speak, but just what he was mouthing, like, just hit us so hard. And it's stuff like that, like, we don't always see what God's gonna do, but man, God's will is so much better than ours.
That's awesome. Yeah, it makes you want to, I guess, think twice about your reaction to things that seem negative at first. It's hard to do, for sure. We all struggle with that.
Yeah. For me personally, we have a song on our record, Great Lengths by Now, that is called Control, and we were just playing some small show, and it was no different than any other, and then one of my friends texted me. Was like, "Hey, there's this girl that's going to be at the show tonight, and you guys really just need to pour into her. She is an awesome person, but she has a lot of struggles, and I think she just needs to talk to you guys and see your guys' hearts." Well, I saw the girl come in, and we played her show. It was awesome. It was a lot of fun, and she came up and said, "Hey, I would really like to talk to you guys." So. You could tell it's kind of like a private thing, so we went in a different room and talked to her, and she's like, I've been dealing with, being addicted to this drug and this this bad relationship and this and this. I mean, you name it. And she had been through it, and she's like, I'm ready to let it go. And she didn't know what a life in Jesus was supposed to be like. She truly thought that she had to earn it and that she couldn't just receive it. And so we got to tell her, no, like with Jesus, you can be free of all that stuff.
That's awesome.
And so we led her into a life of Christ. She accepted Christ right there. And
wow.
Through it, I felt really led to tell her story, and she sent some of the most, it was very real and raw and very detailed. And from it came that song and, testimony for other people to use. So
that's super cool, man.
Very awesome.
Wow. That's great. That actually leads me to a question, because I heard you say this before in a Q&A at the VIP for one of our shows. You guys had a different band name before, and you kind of were just not a Christian band. Is that right? So I think it's really interesting. I don't think I even know of any bands that started out as a general market band, non-Christian, and then became a Christian band. It's normally the other way around, if anything. Right. But that's so. Can you just tell about that for a second?
It's funny, we started off just. I guess we were all Christians, or thought we were. You know how it is. You grow up going to church with your family. You inherit your family's relationship with God and not your own. And we set out playing music, not really to reach people. Just we liked rock and roll, and we wanted to play it. We were always respectful and kind and stuff like that, but we didn't really have any drive. And it was just when you're doing something with no passion behind it or drive, it's like, what's the point? And I think when Jesus came into our lives, we're like, man, like the least we could do is go out there and just proclaim his name. And it's been so humbling to do that.
That's super cool. And the band used to be called what?
Protest for Pluto.
Well, technically.
Oh yeah, it goes back even further.
Elaborate.
Technically, because just to clarify, when we were not a Christian band, it was like for a year or two when we very first started.
Sure.
And we were under the name Feedback for a little bit.
That's one of those stock, names that,
Right.
There's like 6 names and you choose from the 6. Feedback,
That's cool.
It was legit. Check us out. There's a CD out there. No, just kidding.
There you go.
Here comes Micah. Our driver has woken from the dead.
He was about to rise up.
He's walking like a T-Rex. It's very cool.
Yeah, he is ours.
He just did his backflip. Oh, that's awesome. And now... and I thought we were friends, and now we are not.
So I'm a big fan of your band. I consider you guys to be a band, what I call a total package band, because, there's some bands have certain things where they have good songs, or some bands have a good singer or a good guitar player or a good drummer or a good look, but they don't have all of those things. But you guys are all, you look like rock stars. You got long hair, of course, except for Sarge. He's got the facial expressions while you guys have the long hair.
He's got to make up.
I gotta have
He makes that for it with the facial expressions. But he's a great guitar player, great drummer, great singer. And TJ's a great screamer. He knows. I tell him I love his scream. It's so intense. Always gets me hyped up. And the songs are amazing and a great stage show. So you guys are one of those total package bands. There's very few of them out there, in my opinion. So I feel like you guys are that because that's it's hard to do. Like for me, who's when if somebody leaves the band, I'm trying to find guys who have that, who have a good look on stage, who do love Jesus, who actually can play their instrument. But just playing their instrument's not enough. They have to be able to do it and perform in an entertaining way and jump around on stage. And I mean, that's not an easy thing to do. You know, just like when people are starting out and learning how to play guitar. I mean, that's just the beginning. I mean, you're not even close to ready yet. Just being a good guitar player, you're not. It's just scratching the surface. So I'm very proud of you guys, and want to encourage you and just say I think that you guys have it. You got the it factor, and I'm really glad that we got to tour together.
Yeah, speaking of what you were talking about a minute ago about finding the right guys, that leads me to something that I personally been feeling recently, which is...
Found the right guy for you?
Finally.
No.
All these years of searching.
Not a Bible bird. Just a normal bird.
Actually, seriously though, I've been praying a lot, and I feel like it's my time to kick Andrew out of the band.
As soon as he said prayed a lot, I knew he was joking.
Is that a Bible burn? That's kind of, it's more of a lifestyle burn, but that's all right.
Get him, Andrew. Andrew's got something to say. I know it.
Well, while you were praying,
Start already.
I was beating you 12 times in a row at NHL 15.
Yeah! Domination.
5 more.
Domination. Animation domination.
That is 100% true. I have been horrible at hockey versus Andrew recently.
Humbled, if you will.
Humbled beyond the surface level. It's awful. But,
Go ahead.
are you sure? Are you sure it's okay?
I can take it.
All
I'm a
right.
grown man.
I have had a punching bag in the form of Kevin Young, whom I beat 8-3 yesterday.
Yeah.
It was very humbling for him, I could tell.
Elaborate.
Kevin, how'd that make you feel, man?
He's only telling 1/3 of the story.
I'll tell the whole story if you want.
1/3 of the story.
I'll tell the whole story if you want. Okay.
That's fine. Do we have time? Do we have time?
We have time. Oh my gosh.
Wait, they're chanting something inside the program.
The progress.
Yeah, we'll just let him.
That's our
it's a progressive
prog
rally.
style project. Just
No, if you want to know the whole story,
I do.
Kevin came back from flying home to see his family, and I
Actually, let me tell you this. He's terrible.
oh my gosh.
What it was, he felt really bad about he had no self-esteem because Andrew stole it all from him, stomped on his self-esteem. So Josiah, who's like, he's been playing in NHL 15, and he's up to speed, and he's got all the moves, whatever. So he wants to feel better about himself. So he decides he doesn't want to play Andrew anymore. He wants to play the guy who hasn't been playing NHL 15 the whole tour, so he could feel better about himself. All right,
Very reasonable.
Now he can continue.
Very reasonable.
Okay.
So I admitted that right away.
I admitted that right away. It was all about my self-esteem.
I came to Kevin and said, I need someone to beat in hockey. That's true.
I will attest. I witnessed that audio.
Yeah, that's true. And so first game I did beat him. Second game,
What's the score?
5-1, I think.
2.
5-2. Okay, yeah,
Oh,
5-2.
yeah. See, let's not stretch it here.
I forgot. All right, 5-2.
Yeah.
I felt pretty good. Of course, he wanted to do it again because
Kevin's like that.
That's Kevin's
Kevin
way.
is like that.
Yeah, he's like, give me another chance. So I did. He beat me 6-3.
One. 6-1.
Oh my
serious?
gosh!
6-1.
Stop making up
He
stuff.
can't even
I can't
tell the
remember.
right score.
I can't remember, man.
6-1.
There's so many
6-1.
numbers.
Yeah.
I don't write it down in my diary every night. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe I should.
I told you shouldn't be.
All right, fine. Yeah, 5-2. Then he beat me 6-1.
Right.
Very, very humbling because he hasn't been playing at all. And so then the next day is when I beat him 8-3. Not to mention.
Soundly beat me 8-3.
Not to
with
mention,
a lot of
5 of those 8 goals were shorthanded,
Yeah.
which means one of my players was in the
in the
penalty,
penalty box.
Which I had Mr. Andrew Stanton check the internet. That has never happened in a hockey game
Ever
in real life.
Ever in real life.
So it's.
So the 3 shorthanded goals is the most that's ever happened in a real NHL game.
Yep.
So
It kept happening.
Well, and to be fair,
I actually did throw a little bit of a tantrum during. I started throwing pillows around the front
to be
lounge.
fair, that only was able to happen because I got so many penalties, which is not a good thing. So
Did this game go down last night?
It was yesterday.
it was
Wasn't
yesterday during the day.
Yeah, it was
sometime.
yesterday.
And then we played some more. We played some more last night.
Okay, because I was laying in my bunk and like through the bunk door, it kind of cancels out noise.
Well,
but
Josiah beat me last night in a great game, with 5 seconds left.
3-2.
It was tied up 2-2.
Well,
It was tied up 2-2, and then he scored the winning goal with like 5 seconds left. Yeah.
typically going down the road and like being towards the back of the bus, you can't hear, but when NHL goes on, it gets really intense. And from my bunk, I'm hearing,
Yeah, Josiah. Josiah is definitely the loudest
I can't help it. Yeah.
competitive player that we have in the team, and so when he scored that winning goal, he did let out a yell, a yes yell. He's like, yes, yes.
one last question.
My favorite thing I was gonna say, and I do mean my favorite thing, is when you accidentally pass it into the slot and my guy gets it, and you honestly, from your core, without trying, go no. That is your actual reaction.
That is the ghost being released from inside of my body.
Oh my gosh.
So it's been a pretty intense couple of days. Sorry for completely excluding you guys from that conversation.
You guys need to play a game against him before the tour's over.
I did play
Okay,
Jesse.
Jesse played one.
We will really make you feel.
Like if you can play a ping pong game against, that's the best because
man.
he really he can't handle it when
My
he hits
entire
a bad
body
shot.
reacts to everything.
TJ is kind of our resident ping pong.
Oh, dude, we got to get it on one of these days.
I played tennis.
Wait, what?
Well, you guys got to play a show soon.
Real quick. 15 minutes?
Yeah.
What's the food item that you're looking forward to most for Thanksgiving this week?
Good, wait, all right, that's
nice.
good.
Yeah,
Thanksgiving is coming up this week. Thank you, Joey.
Are we supposed to sing?
We're going to get there. Wait.
Nothing like celebrating the Pilgrims and Indians fighting.
Favorite food for Thanksgiving? Go.
Dressing.
Really?
Yeah,
Is that a real thing? Okay.
Dressing.
stuffing.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I was expecting. Okay.
Raspberry vinaigrette.
I am a deviled eggs guy.
Yes. Absolutely. Yes.
Any casserole? I mean, multiple casseroles. You know?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
My grandmother's baked macaroni and cheese.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah, I've had it.
I'll send it. I'll send you the recipe.
Thank you.
I like the turkey.
There you go.
Hey, good classic answer.
First turkey.
Go ahead, Kev. What you got?
Oh man, like really, it doesn't even matter on Thanksgiving.
It's all good.
It really doesn't matter. It's just like you basically you just basically fill up your plate with everything and then and just do your best.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
I
just
like it.
really.
Andrew's is yours like burritos or something?
Yeah, we do Mexican food Thanksgiving in California. I would have to say the chimichangas. Am I saying that right?
I don't know. Is he? No, for real. What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Favorite Thanksgiving food, my wife makes a baked macaroni and cheese, occasionally with bacon, depending on the year. I'm not going to say that it's better than your grandmother's.
It's not better than your grandmother's.
If you
no.
can't hear Sarge,
No.
he's screaming at me, it's not better than his
It's
grandmother's.
not. It's not. That's all I've got.
But we mix in the hot sauce from my favorite taqueria in San Jose if we can, and it's like spicy mac, and it's awesome.
Joey?
This is Joey West, and I'm officially endorsing the sweet potato souffle.
Great answer. Great answer. And mine is my grandmother's creamed corn. And we're not going home for Thanksgiving this year, unfortunately, but I think my wife's going to try and replicate it. So I'm excited about that.
I'm going to have to check out this My Grandmother's brand. Sounds like they kill it.
All right, well, this has been the Protest. Please check them out. We're finishing up this tour soon. Guys, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having
us.
Josiah.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Thank you.
So, with that, I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. To test them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. In Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em, it's you and me. I know it's my destiny. Pokemon, oh, you're my best friend. In a world we must defend. Come on, Joey. Pokemon, gotta catch it. A heart so true. Our courage will pull us through. You teach me and I'll teach you.
Oh my god!
Full disclaimer: me, Joey, and Kevin had nothing to do with that.
You did.
Nothing. I knew not one word.
Our driver Micah is brushing his teeth in the driver's area with the most bewildered look on his face that anyone has ever had.
He's actually counting how many people actually knew every word of that song. There's like 6 people knew.
All right, that's it for Bus Banter. See you next time.